Imagine a world where innovation doesn't just mean changing lives, but it means transforming childhoods. Hi, my name is Yamini Vunguturi, and I'm currently a senior at Valencia High School. While medical advances have revolutionized care for adults, only 24% of medical advancements in the past decade have been made for children 12 years or younger. This immense lack of pediatric innovation has led many disorders to go undiagnosed, leading to many children not being able to get the correct medicine. Statistics show that 16% of all children, even after visiting their healthcare provider, did not get diagnosed correctly, leading to their death. Specifically, in neurological disorders, as children have a growing nervous system, making it hard to have specific devices and techniques for all ages. One of these devices is the electroencephalogram, or the EEG. This device monitors the brainwaves in your brain and records them. I will be talking about this device later this evening. But first, let me introduce you to Kenny. Kenny is a 4-year-old little boy who was diagnosed with autism and epilepsy at only 2 years old. His first seizure occurred right after he turned 2, being hospitalized for over 4 days. His most recent seizure occurred only a couple of months ago, where he had over 20 seizures within 48 hours. He had to be taped down by doctors so that they could put electrodes on him. This led to an uncomfortable experience. This is the problem. Without accessible and child-friendly EEGs being administered, children are not getting the right medicine that they need, and early warning signs of neurological disorders are going undiagnosed. That is why me and 5 peers, through a medical innovation program, started to create Brainy Buddies, an innovation that uses the EEG and reimagines it. We made an EEG that is more comfortable, accurate, affordable, and enjoyable for children, letting them embrace a life-saving test instead of fearing it. Our process started around Kenny and other children like him, as we started interviewing them and starting researching EEGs, as well as finding new modern innovations that were already out there for this problem. However, we faced many challenges, one of them being the challenge of finding the EEG design. One of our teammates was adamant on this cap idea, as shown on the screen, that another company had successfully used. However, many of us wanted a new idea, something that was innovative, creative, but not impractical. That's when we landed on the idea of EEG stickers. While old EEGs were connected to the computer with wires, our new EEGs use Bluetooth technology to connect to the computer, allowing children mobility between the tests. However, movement was also a problem, as within the test, even the slightest movement from a child could lead to an error in the readings, leading to a misdiagnosis. Not what we want. So that's why me and my team used machine learning algorithms, or AI, to find the snippets of the brainwaves that were only linked to disorders such as epilepsy. This allowed no manual analysis needed and no tape needed, like in the case of Kenny. Lastly, the modification that caught the most nostalgia and laughs out of all of us was the sticker accessories. These accessories connected to the EEG with Velcro. This allowed children to have a more interactive and fun experience. They got to choose their player by finding their favorite Marvel superhero, favorite Disney princess, or favorite cartoon character such as Paw Patrol. This enhancement allowed children to not fear what they are going to have, a life-saving test. For kids like Kenny, all these tiny enhancements lead to a safer, more comfortable, and enjoyable test, and also a better chance at finding early warning signs of neurological disorders. Thank you.